Okay, this will be a more collective friendly post, but I even think it's hard to not just like get completely discouraged pursuing love as an autistic person. And again, I'm speaking as like an ADHD, CPTSD, the world hates me type shit. I was just joking about the last part. But I think it's difficult to pursue love in the same way that alistics do it, because I think love for alistics is like a lingering feeling that grows. Or I don't know if the love at first sight is real or like, but from the healthy holistic relationships that I've seen, it's literally like an investment, and it grows over time. And healthy relationships are like, okay, well, we're both individual people and we're starting to slowly, with this feeling, this positive feeling we're getting engaging with each other, we're just slowly like integrating our lifestyles more and more and more aligned with each other. But for me, it's almost like if I love you, and again, like I can't be in like a survival mode to think like this. I have to be able to have like my needs met and all that, and then to be present, and then I can start like really communicating these feelings. But if I love you, I feel like the love is so intense that I just, this is gonna sound fucking weird, bro. It like I want to be in your skin, or I want you in mine. And I want us to just like almost like breathe the same oxygen. But I understand that that intensity is not healthy, because that's not one-sided emotions. Because that always comes with like, okay, well, if you love so intensely, then like, not necessarily like anger. I know anger is an issue for some people, but for me, it's like I think the depth of my sadness and my negative emotions can just get so low that I almost just like it almost feels like I turn into just like a black pill, like doomer. And it's so drastically like different. I think it makes a healthy person, or at least somebody who isn't willing to put up with that, uncomfortable. And then I take that as like, well, all this love I showed you, or like all this love I wanted to show you, how come every time I try to love somebody, it like I get rejected? And it's not the case, of course, but you know, the rejection sensitivity dysphoria just amplifies everything. And as a consequence, I start to like lessen the amount of love that I show, or lessen the amount of emotional vulnerability and like intensity I put into these relationships, not knowing that I'm sacrificing the ability to find those people who do love me in the fullness of that, even if it's hard to come by. And the reason why I say it's difficult is because narcissists also love bomb, but like they love bomb their partners with the intention of getting something, or like creating a sense of codependency to exploit and extract supply from their partners. But for me, like I'm my emotions are so intense. If I genuinely feel like I love you, it's hard for me to not say that. Like if it's not the socially like right time to say that. And even if I do say it at like a socially inappropriate time, like I want you to know that's how it's not because I'm saying this to put you in a position or make you feel any kind of way. Like it's because this is how I feel, and I need to know you to know this is how I feel. Because, I mean, first off, because I can't hold on to it. And second off, because I feel like I owe you that kind of honesty. But it's hard, even in this society of just like subliminal social games and whatnot, it's hard for people to understand that like people can really just say how they feel and really mean it. So then when you know that truth, again, it's even more difficult of putting yourself out there and being fully vulnerable and whatnot. And then also seeing if other people are, because you don't know if they're also playing the game to try and like weed out your truth out of you first. And it's just this, to get to what I'm really trying to say is I feel like you only, especially as a traumatized autistic person, you're so much more like predisposed to involving yourself in relationships with narcissists because of the natural need for like support and accommodations that we have, it basically just like gets pivoted over into codependent relationship where we need to depend on our partners. And they also, the narcissist, loves just as intensely as we do autistic people. And sadly, we are the naive ones loving this intensely, and they are the premeditative, the intentional ones loving that intensely to get something out of it. So not only is it hard to like feel like I'm scaring people away with the intensity of my emotions, but it's difficult to relate to anybody who doesn't feel like this and like feel confident enough or accepting of themselves enough to express this outward and share that with the world, how they really feel, who they really are, and what they really want. So really the only thing I know how to do without like, because I haven't given up. There's just there's too many beautiful women in this world. There's too much love energy in this realm, and I got too big of a heart to not have access to love that accommodates me in the fullness of who I am. It's just I'm starting to realize that it's going to be super important for me to develop a love for who I am, especially in all the aspects of myself that aren't validated by society in this world we live in. Because unless you understand me and then also truly desire to accommodate me and be there for me, it could be a burden for you to love me. And you may think that you love me, especially before you like get to know me and know like, oh, this is like an autistic person who needs like accommodation still. Like, this isn't a guy just cosplaying that shit on the internet for like clicks and views. This is like an actual autistic person. Then that might start to wean you off. So I don't know. Let me know, all of you, especially autistic guys who are like confused about dating and relationships and struggle to like really kind of figure out something that works for them. Get in the comments and let's chat, bro. Let's figure out something about these emotions we be having, bro, and how we can regulate them. And then also, I guess, if not a relationship, find community, find special interest, find stuff that we can just do so we can still regulate that love energy within us to something in this world. Because I guarantee you, if we're able to do that without the need for or without intentionally like seeking a relationship, I guarantee you the right people who deserve that love from us are going to get it, and they're going to be here for us. But let's not fuck it up before they come in.